had a feeling I'd be playing the Raiders, bro. I had a feeling I was playing these bums. Let's have some fun, nigga. Bro, see, this is what I'm talking about. Hold up. When did this happen? Hold up, chat. Hold up, chat. Let me get situated. Give me a second. I'm in cahoots. Locked in now. We is locked in now.
Side of the 15. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll get this up to the 30.
Look at what I'm seeing, Chad.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm liking what I'm seeing, Chad. Let's test the secondary.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for Vegas. 59 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking the secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
Jacobs. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Jacobs again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs from 3 yards out. And the Raiders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Bless. I get it out the mud.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another interception.
What did I just say?
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. That's caught by Myers. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Garoppolo on 1st down. This is caught. Touchdown. Davante Adams from 10 yards out. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Vegas. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Caught for a Raider touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and...
What?
Although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
2nd quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. As they've got it as we resume action. Carlson now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around, or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Yep. These guys make plays. My guys just sit there. This
and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Raiders continue to play here in this first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the red zone now, Prescott. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. The 2 they
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And going to get this inside the 30. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
So many times. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And Devontae's going to have a Raiders first down as he's down to the 11. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
On the crossing route,
make it play on the ball. What are you doing?
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment. Takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Carlson able to put this one through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're 4
downs, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Final play of the half, Prescott. Yeah, that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. That's caught, but he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in there by Cooks. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Looking downfield for Pollard. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Prescott going to change the play. They'll throw again. Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it 2nd down. Prescott now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Prescott. This pass complete to Pollard on the out route. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Peyton Hendershot from a yard out. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the 1st.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Play action. Garoppolo. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively. First down, Prescott. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run with Pollard. And he will take it in for the Cowboys score. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Garoppolo. We'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On play action, now Garoppolo. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that
I'm
they
him.
And continue to eat away at the clock really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Pollard again. And this time he is in for a Cowboy touchdown.
Was it 30? No, it's 20.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Looking to throw. Prescott. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he'll get this this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And this one is incomplete.
Just because you got the lead with 4, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
He'll let this go for Adams. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Go ahead.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset.
Here we go.
They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Garoppolo to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a big one coming down for Daniel Carlson. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Carlson is good, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
This is 1st and 10. Now Dak. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to drill. 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it for. Take it across midfield and into Raider territory.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now 2nd and 4. To throw, Prescott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Now Prescott. He is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter. To watch them drop for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, Panther. Let's see what that's about. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. One last shot now for Prescott.